and welcome. This is the top story. In a significant ruling, the Supreme Court on Tuesday slammed Tamil Nadu Governor RN Ravi for withholding action on state bills and declared his move to refer 10 re-adopted bills to the President as illegal and erroneous. A bench comprising Justice J.B. Patiwala and R. Mahadevan said the governor had no authority to reserve bills for the President's assent if those bills were passed again by the State Assembly without any substantial change. The Supreme Court clarified that the governor is constitutionally bound to act on the advice of the Chief Minister and the Council of Ministers under Article 200 of the Constitution. It is a massive win for MK Stalin-led Tamil Nadu government. The Tamil Nadu Chief Minister and DMK Chief MK Stalin described the verdict as historic. It's a big victory not just for Tamil Nadu but for all Indian states, he said.
In a landmark verdict that could set the tone for governors taking on state governments to fall in line, the Supreme Court today ruled illegal and arbitrary Tamil Nadu Governor RN Ravi withholding assent to 10 bills passed twice by the Assembly and referring them to the President. The top court granted assent to all 10 bills and laid down a clear 3-month timeline within which governors ought to clear bills. In its judgment, the apex court said action of the governor to reserve the 10 bills for the President is illegal and arbitrary, and thus the action is set aside. The 10 bills shall be deemed to be clear from the date it was represented to the governor. It also ruled governors have no discretionary powers, and they ought to abide by the aid and advice of the Council of Ministers.
சற்று முன்பு வரலாற்று சிறப்புமிக்க தீர்ப்பை நமது தமிழ்நாடு அரசு பெற்றுள்ளது. தமிழ்நாடு அரசு மாண்புமிகு உச்சநீதிமன்றத்தில் வழக்கு தொடுத்ததில் தமிழ்நாடு அரசின் வாதத்தில் இருந்த நியாயத்தை ஏற்று மாண்புமிகு ஆளுநர் அவர்கள் நிறுத்தி வைத்திருந்தது சட்டவிரோதமானது என்றும் அந்த சட்ட முன்வடிவுகளுக்கும் ஆளுநர் அவர்கள் ஒப்புதல் அளிக்கப்பட்டதாக கருதப்பட வேண்டும் என்றும் தெரிவித்து வரலாற்று சிறப்புமிக்க தீர்ப்பினை இன்றைக்கு மாண்புமிகு உச்சநீதிமன்றம் வழங்கியுள்ளது.
While delivering this landmark judgment today, the Supreme Court has sent out a strong message to the governors across the country. The top court said that the governors must be conscious to not create roadblocks for the state legislature and should act as catalysts rather than inhibitors in the functioning of a parliamentary democracy.
The 10 bills RN Ravi sat on aimed to clip the governor's powers as Chancellor of State Universities. With the bills cleared, RN Ravi ceases to be the Chancellor.
Under the amendment which have been passed by the Assembly, the Governor, because he was acting in defiance to the not only to the Constitution, in defiance to the Act, various Act which governs the university, therefore the state government felt that he should be clipped off from all his powers, he should be ousted out. And that is why the 10 bills have been introduced and passed by the Tamil Nadu Legislative Assembly. And similar types of bills have been even introduced in other states also.
It's a huge embarrassment for governors in opposition-ruled states who fail to preserve the sanctity of the constitutional immunity they enjoy. For the union government and the President, it's a major embarrassment for failing to rein in on these constitutional functionaries. With Nupur Dogra in Delhi, in Chennai with Suresh, Sam Daniel, for NDTV.
The Punjab police informed that the grenade attack at BJP-led Manoranjan Kalia's home in Punjab's Jalandhar was linked to Zishan Akhtar, a close associate of gangster Lawrence Bishnoi and a wanted accused in the murder case of NCP leader Baba Siddiqui. The police have also said Pakistan's ISI has conspired to disrupt religious harmony in Punjab and that the attack against the BJP leader was planned across the border.
A grenade explosion occurred outside the former Punjab minister and BJP leader Manoranjan Kalia's house during the early hours on Tuesday, sending alarm bells concerning law and order across the state. Mr. Kalia was sleeping when the grenade attack took place around 1:30 a.m. outside his Jalandhar residence, damaging a glass partition, a car and a motorcycle parked at the gate.
जनता के लिए अमन शांति का मांगता हूं कि वो कानून व्यवस्था इतनी बेहतर हो कि लोग अमन शांति से पंजाब में रह सकें। तो इस नाते से क्योंकि जब भी कोई सरकार आती है उसकी प्राथमिक जिम्मेवारी होती है कि लॉ एंड ऑर्डर को मेंटेन करना, बेहतर बनाना। तो जब से 3 साल हो गए हैं तो ये बैड टू वर्स हो रहा है। तो उस नाते से जो है कि भी जो डेटरेंट इफेक्ट है दैट हैज़ बीन एरोडेड।
2 people accused who have been linked to the grenade attack at Manoranjan Kalia's house have been arrested, and the e-rickshaw used to commit the offence has been confiscated. The police have alleged the involvement of Pakistan-based gangsters Shehzad Bhatti and Zishan Akhtar, and aid of the jail gangster Lawrence Bishnoi. Akhtar is accused of killing the former Maharashtra minister and NCP leader Baba Siddiqui. The police are probing their links with the banned Khalistani outfit Babbar Khalsa International.
इसमें 2 मुलजिम गिरफ्तार किए जा चुके हैं। एक इंसिडेंट था जो कम्युनल हार्मनी डिस्टर्ब करने के लिए लोगों ने किया, और जहां तक इनिशियल इन्वेस्टिगेशन से जो हमें जानकारियां प्राप्त हुई हैं कि एक मेजर कॉन्स्पिरेसी थी जो पाकिस्तान के ISI के द्वारा रची गई थी।
The latest grenade attack has once again given the opportunity to the opposition to hit out at the Maan government over law and order in the state.
So ये गवर्नमेंट ऑफ पंजाब बिल्कुल ही फेल हो गई है। मैं अब देख रहा हूँ कि रात को ग्रेनेड अटैक हुआ, पुलिस स्टेशन बिल्कुल साथ है, पुलिस को कोई आया नहीं, और उसके बाद अभी भी देख लो कोई सिक्योरिटी अरेंजमेंट नहीं है। ये मेंटली सिक सरकार है। मैं बताऊं, इनका कोई इंटरेस्ट पंजाब नहीं है, पंजाब के लोग नहीं है, पंजाब की तरक्की नहीं है, ये यहाँ लूटने आए हैं।
The Punjab Minister Mohinder Bhagat met Manoranjan Kalia after the attack, and he hinted at a Pakistan link to the grenade attack. The Punjab government claims that there is an attempt to disrupt peace in the state, and they claim that the culprit will not be spared.
कुछ शरारती लोग जो ਹਨ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ ਪਾਕਿਸਤਾਨ ਤੋਂ ਵੀ ਸ਼ੈਲਟਰ ਹੋਏ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਜੋ ਹੈ ਪਾਕਿਸਤਾਨ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਨੂੰ ਡਿਸਟਰਬ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕੀਤੀ ਗਈ ਹੈ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਵੀ। ਸੋ ਵੀ ਆਰ ਵੈਰੀ ਮਚ ਕੰਸਰਨ ਐਂਡ ਵੈਰੀ ਮਚ ਸਿੰਸੀਅਰ। ਸੋ ਸੀਐਮ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੋ ਹੈ ਇਹਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਪੂਰੀ ਕਾਰਵਾਈ ਕਰਨਗੇ। ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਕੁਝ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਆ ਜਾਏਗਾ।
The repeated grenade attacks in Punjab over the past few months have sparked political outrage, with opposition parties accusing the Aam Aadmi Party government of failing to maintain law and order in the state.
In Jalandhar blast case, police have claimed that they have already arrested 2 accused in this case who are being seen in the CCTV camera footage while hurling a grenade at the residence of a former BJP minister. Meanwhile, the police also claimed they have already recovered e-rickshaw from their possession, and investigation is being led by the Punjab police. In the initial investigation, Punjab police have claimed it seems gangster backed by Pakistan ISI could be behind this incident. We have seen BJP leaders have been raising several questions over the law and order situation in the state, saying it seems Aam Aadmi Party has failed to control law and order in the state. With Vijay, Rajesh Kumar, this is Group Singh China for NDTV, Jalandhar, Punjab.
The Bharatiya Janata Party shared the purported chats of TMC MPs Kalyan Banerjee and Kirti Azad fighting amongst themselves on party's political WhatsApp group for parliamentarians. BJP IT cell chief Amit Malviya claimed that the heated WhatsApp exchange was an aftermath of an earlier public spat between the 2 TMC MPs, including a woman leader, at the Election Commission headquarters, where they had gone to submit a party representation.
I'm pleading with you all. I'm pleading with you all.
A feud within the TMC has turned into a public spat, causing much embarrassment to the party ahead of an election year. With the party's Lok Sabha chief whip Kalyan Banerjee claiming a woman party colleague asked the BSF at Election Commission headquarters for his arrest after a verbal spat.
শুধু বলে দিক ভুল হয়েছে রাজনীতি ছেড়ে চলে যাব, আমার অত রাজনীতি নিয়ে অত কিছু নেই, কিন্তু ওই মহিলা অসভ্য মহিলা এমপিকে আমি সহ্য করব না। 18 মিনিট বলতে দিতে হবে, 20 মিনিট বলতে দিতে হবে। হোয়াট ইজ দিস? I can take pressure of everyone, but I cannot take the pressure of that particular MP for saying যে আমাকে এত মিনিট অ্যালটমেন্ট করতে হবে।
While Trinamool Congress MP Kalyan Banerjee refrained from naming the woman parliamentarian from his party, the chats in WhatsApp between Kalyan Banerjee and Kirti Azad, another Trinamool Congress MP, went viral on social media, creating an uncomfortable moment for the Trinamool Congress.
Definitely, the screenshots which have been published has put us to shame and embarrassment. This should not have happened. Every party should have its privacy.
The BJP sharing videos of the incident at the Election Commission has further added fuel to the internal rift within the TMC.
I think that the Bengal, which is considered to be an epitome of a very elite and sophisticated culture, very fine, subtle and sophisticated culture, which is termed in Bengali as Bengali Bhadralok, now Trinamool Congress people are totally disrespecting and destroying that spirit of Bengali Bhadralok by these abhadra, means disrespectful actions. So I think people of Bengal is keeping a strict vigil over it, and they will give an appropriate and befitting reply.
On 4th April, when the verbal spat broke out between the two Trinamool Congress MPs at the Election Commission of India's headquarters in New Delhi, the party supremo Mamta Banerjee intervened. Now time will tell whether any disciplinary actions will be taken against these sparring MPs. With GD Shankar, Sreyashi De for NDTV Kolkata.
The Bandra police in Mumbai have submitted a charge sheet before the Bandra court in connection with the attack on Bollywood actor Saif Ali Khan. The charge sheet includes substantial evidence gathered against the arrested accused Shariful Islam. I'm joined by my colleague Radhika Ramaswamy for more on the story. Radhika, it is a very big charge sheet that has been filed by the Bandra by the police, the Bandra police. Tell us a little more about what you know are the contents of the charge sheet.
That's right. The Bandra police in Mumbai have submitted this charge sheet, which is more than 1,000 page long. This has been submitted before the Bandra court, and of course it is in connection with the attack on Bollywood actor Saif Ali Khan. It includes substantial evidence that have been gathered against Shariful Islam. He's the Bangladeshi national who was living illegally in India and had allegedly barged into actor's house with an intention to rob him and stab the actor multiple times. Of course, this had become a national news at the time in January mid when this happened. The charge sheet contains forensic lab report which confirms that the knife fragments recovered from the crime scene, Saif Ali Khan's body and the accused, all of them belong to the same weapon, so strong evidence there. And also forensic details such as accused fingerprint, which is collected from the crime spot during the investigation, is also part of the charge sheet. So the police gathering CCTV technical forensic evidence established that it was indeed Shariful Islam who had committed the crime. In fact, the motive as per police was robbery. There were, of course, allegations and theories that police have not arrested the right person.
Right.
But the police here saying they've made strong watertight case and have presented strong evidence in the charge.
Right. Thank you very much, Radhika, for getting us all those details. The Waqf Amendment Act has come into force on Wednesday. The government has published a notification related to it in the Gazette. With this, law has come into force on Wednesday itself. Last week, the Parliament and the President had approved the Waqf Amendment Bill. On Tuesday, the Centre issued a notification regarding this and it became legally effective from the 8th of April. Earlier, a marathon debate was held on the Waqf Amendment Bill first in the Lok Sabha and then in the Rajya Sabha. While the Waqf Amendment Bill got the approval of the House by 288 votes against 232 in Lok Sabha, in Rajya Sabha 128 votes were cast in favour of the Waqf Amendment Bill and 95 were cast against it. After this, the President also approved this bill. On the other hand, 15 petitions have been filed in the Supreme Court challenging the Waqf bill. The Supreme Court will now hear these petitions on the 16th of April. A caveat has been filed in the court on behalf of the central government in this matter. Time now for a quick break on the show. More on the other side. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Under fire from all corners, Karnataka Home Minister G. Parmeshwara has apologized after his remark on a sexual assault incident in Bengaluru triggered public anger. His comment that such incidents occur in big cities followed an outrage over a video showing a man groping a woman on a street in Bengaluru, drawing criticism from the opposition BJP. Mr. Parmeshwara claimed that his statement was misunderstood and he didn't want it to be twisted any further.
The safety of women in the IT capital of the country is once again being debated following a series of crimes against women in Bengaluru. The latest one was a case of sexual assault that was caught on CCTV. If the crime wasn't bad enough, then came the reaction of the Home Minister claiming that such incidents happen in big cities. This statement of the Home Minister drew flack from all quarters. In fact, the NCW took cognizance of his statement and sought a public apology. The apology did come from the Home Minister, but a conditional one.
ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನನ್ನ ಹೇಳಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ತಿರುಚಿ ಹೇಳಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು. ಒಂದು ಎರಡನೇದು ಅಂಥದ್ದೇನಾದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಯಾರಿಗಾದರೂ ಭಾರತೀಯ ಜನತಾ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಯವರು ರಾಜಕೀಯ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅವರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಈ ಮಾತನ್ನು. ನಮ್ಮ ಸಹೋದರಿಯರು ತಾಯಂದಿರು ಯಾರಿಗಾದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಈ ನನ್ನ ಹೇಳಿಕೆ ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಮನಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ನೊಂದಿದ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ನಾನಾಗಿ ವಿಷಾದವನ್ನು ವ್ಯಕ್ತಪಡಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಆದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಪ್ಲಾಟ್ಫಾರ್ಮಿಗೆ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗೋ ಅಗತ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ.
Meanwhile, the BJP has hit back at G. Parmeshwar, calling the apology just an eyewash.
By giving a very casual statement that this kind of molestations, this kind of groping are very common in a big city, the Home Minister of Karnataka has given an extremely wrong signal to people below him. If Home Ministry is so casual about this kind of incidents, how will police be serious? By giving this kind of statement, Mr. Home Minister, Mr. Parmeshwar, has let down the people of Karnataka and let down the women of the country.
The cops are getting closer to cracking the case. A few suspects have been taken into custody and they are in the process of zeroing in on the accused.
We are trying to identify and trace the accused based on verification of various CCTV footages. Several teams have been formed and more than 300 CCTV camera footages have been analyzed so far. Police are in full action and DCP Southeast is heading the investigation. Day beat, night beat and all is being done very regularly. Nakabandi is also being done. We are also monitoring that activity.
The statement of the Home Minister was supposed to reassure the citizens, but instead it sparked off a controversy. Now his apology too has been a conditional one. But what is more important here is that the accused is still at large. Will the police be able to crack this case and do justice to the victims is what remains to be seen. With video journalist Govind, this is Deepak Bopana for NDTV.
Now there's political buzz again over a churn in top government positions in Karnataka. Congress MLA Basavaraju Shivaganga from Channagiri has hinted at CM change in the state and the Deputy Chief Minister DK Shivakumar taking over the reins from Siddaramaiah. This comes amid directions from the Congress brass that leaders in Karnataka should refrain from fueling speculations over leadership change. In the latest news coming in from the United States, the Trump administration plans to fire migrants under deportation orders up to, they are saying that they're going to fine migrants under deportation orders up to $998 a day if they fail to leave the United States, and to seize their property if they do not pay. The Trump administration plans to apply the penalties retroactively for up to 5 years, which could result in fines of more than $1 million, a senior Trump official said. Now, investors' wealth swelled by 7.32 lakh crore rupees on Tuesday as equity markets staged a strong comeback after crumbling in the previous trade. Sensex Nifty jumped over 2%. Over 60% of losses were recovered. Over 7 lakh crore rupees earnings were made on a single day. Markets opened sharply higher following gains in Asia in the morning after another highly volatile overnight session in the US. After a brutal sell-off, market are staging a cautious relief rally on hopes for positive news in terms of concessions ahead of deadline for reciprocal tariffs. The domestic front saw strong domestic institutional investors buying, cushioning the market fall yesterday. While China has retorted to Trump's tariff, saying that they will fight to the end, Trump's 104% China tariff has kicked in.
中国人不惹事，也不怕事。施压、威胁和讹诈不是同中方打交道的正确方式。中方必将采取必要措施，坚决维护自身正当合法权益。如果美方置两国和国际社会的利益于不顾，执意打关税战、贸易战，中方必将奉陪到底。
With China, as you know, against my statement, they put a 34% tariff on above what their ridiculous tariff. We're putting a 50% tariff on above the tariffs that we put on. So they've gone for years. They've become a rich country because of people, again, that were in the White House that allowed this to happen. Hundreds of billions of dollars a year they'd make on us on trade, and it shouldn't be that way. And I have a great relationship with President Xi. I hope it's going to stay that way. I have great respect for China, but they can't do this.
Countries like China, who have chosen to retaliate and try to double down on their mistreatment of American workers, are making a mistake. President Trump has a spine of steel, and he will not break, and America will not break under his leadership. He is guided by a firm belief that America must be able to produce essential goods for our own people and export them to the rest of the world. A strong America cannot be solely dependent on foreign countries for our food, medicines, and critical minerals. And America must always maintain a robust defense supply chain.